Hello again, adventurers, and welcome back to another Hytale blog update. This time, it's the July 2019 development update. Now, today, Hypixel Studios released 3 blog updates, 1 fan art showcase, 1 about the Outlanders, which I already talked about in a separate video, and this development update, which is pretty interesting. I talked about the Outlander ones already, but I wanted to do this one and the fan art showcase in a separate video because they're quite a bit shorter, and I just want to go through it and give you guys info separately. That way you can pick and choose what you want to see. So to start out, hey everyone, we appreciate it's been a little while since our last post. Today we're rolling out a new blog post along with a new fan art showcase and an updated media page. So they're adding more media to the media page. I'm going to need to check that out. More on that in a little bit. First, an update from the team. Since our last blog post, we've been hard at work on all aspects of the game, design, content, and improvements to our core technology. As we wrote back in May, the response to our announcement trailer, which has now hit 50 million views, which is actually a huge milestone. Like, it's in the top echelon of most viewed game trailers on all of YouTube. Like, it's getting really high up there. I believe that the highest viewed game trailer that's not a mobile game is actually Minecraft, though, so that makes perfect sense that Hytale would be up there too. Has opened doors and allowed us to explore opportunities that we couldn't have imagined prior to the announcement, from expanding the team to exploring potential partnerships. We're lucky to have these opportunities because they allow us to invest more time in the development of Hytale, improve our development practices, and work towards reaching the high standards that our community has set for us. Of course, everyone's having high hopes for this game, so they're going to have a hard time meeting them, but I wish them the best. We'd like to say thank you to our community once again. Your excitement, creativity, and patience are all super important to us. So here's the big news after that. What's coming next? So this is very important because Hytale's been very quiet fairly recently. Like, they give updates every couple of weeks, maybe on the Twitter, but they haven't been doing blog posts that often. So I want to hear how they're progressing, what's their sort of schedule, what's coming next. First off, we're aiming to create new blog posts every few weeks. Okay, so it's not going to be every 3 months anymore. About some of the work that's currently being done on the game, but choosing what to show is a fine balancing act. We don't want to spoil too much, and we also want to make sure that designs for important features like combat and PvP have reached a high standard we set for them before we show them off in detail. This is going to be the controversial thing, combat and PvP. Because people might not think it. Like, I know because I mentioned that Minecraft's PvP meta and stuff like that with friends, they're like, Minecraft is a PvP meta? That sounds stupid, but they don't understand. Like, if you're a part of the Minecraft community, you would know that PvP in Minecraft has been a big deal for so long and a contentious topic for a huge amount of time. Ever since the combat update, like even before the combat update, people had complaints. Combat update caused even more people to complain about all sorts of stuff, and now they're going to change Minecraft's PvP again in the next update, most likely, based off of what Jeb is talking about. So there's a lot of hopes and a lot of like fears about combat and PvP in these types of games. I don't know if any sort of block type game, like sandbox adventure like this, has gotten PvP just right. So I have high hopes and high fears for Hytale's PvP. That's why they need to keep on working on it so that when they show it off, people won't be as disappointed. I'm sure people complain regardless, but hopefully it's at least different, unique, and interesting. In the meantime, we're going to continue to publish fun clips and smaller reveals through the official Hytale Twitter feed, like this wild boar seen here living his best life. So I like that. The only problem I have with the Twitter feed is that, oh man, it's fun, but it's not very good for making videos about, which is why I haven't been making too many Hytale videos. A note to content creators. We're very grateful to all the content creators who have continued to produce videos, articles, posts, and fan art about our game. We hope that today's Outlander reveals give you plenty of food for thought. We noticed we got a very positive response from the community when we started including links or screenshot and video assets at the end of each blog post. Not only are we going to keep doing that, but we added a new section to the media page called Clips that collates almost all the short videos. Yes! This helps me out so much because I previously had to save them manually or use my own recording software to record them and then save them so I could keep them as reference. As well as browsing them like a gallery, you can also use download links! I know this is not too important for you guys, but for me, this is a big deal. All that we ask is that you continue to stick to the guidelines we laid out. You have permission to activate monetization on content that uses Hytale assets as long as it is for the purpose of reaction analysis or commentary. They just want to protect themselves against malicious use of our intellectual property. So as I said, very brief dev update. Basically, they're going to be working on things a lot more now and showcasing more of it. I'm guessing they needed to take a break from blog posts just so they can make more progress. And then now they can space out the blog posts once every several weeks consistently now that they have a good amount that they can showcase. Which is cool. I wonder when they're going to showcase Zone 5 or 6. That'll be really sick. Moving on, we have the Fan Art Showcase Volume 2. I just want to briefly run through this. As part of this update, we've tinkered with the design of the community section and a whole draft of amazing new fan art pieces. The skill and creativity of the Hytale community is a continual source of excitement and motivation. Basically, there's a lot more fan art that is showing. And the first one is a fairly long video, Hytale trailer farm version. So, I know this guy. This guy has made quite a few Hytale based models in real life, using like box models and stuff like that. Like, he crafted things. And I don't want to showcase this whole trailer here, because you need to go check out this guy's trailer, his channel, because he makes some really great work. So yeah, you can get the idea from this. He basically made the trailer to a limited extent, not completely, using models that he made himself. This is really cool, I like that. Mikey's been creating amazing Hytale models and dioramas ever since the announcement back in December. We even featured some of their work in the first showcase. Uses puppetry, stop motion animation, and digital effects. Check this out. I'll probably link it in the description if I remember to. Yeah. I saw this on Twitter. It's the Gaia cosplay by Nana. This is a nice cosplay. I like it. Simple but effective cosplay of Gaia, of course. The titular goddess character from Hytale. And it's apparently the first person they know of to do a Hytale cosplay. I like this orb here. I'm wondering what it is. Is it just like a blue ball that you bought, or did you make it yourself? I'm not quite sure. I've also seen this on Twitter, but it's a logo carving by Deodorant. You can see in the logo that it actually has Gaia and it has Varen in the whole thing, in the thing itself, at the top left of the H and the bottom right of the H, which is a really cool detail. I like this wood carving. I think they use a laser cutter to make this. So, Tessa by Leo Raw. So, Tessa is a character I know very little about. They showed off a concept of her in the concept art, along with another guy that I forgot the name of, but she looks to be a human female warrior type character, potentially a paladin or something like that. She is definitely one of Vorbis' heroes, as they say, though, so now we have that confirmed. She's a good character, a hero of Vorbis. Here we have 3 paintings by Dairy Panda, or 3 art pieces, I should say, not paintings. One is the friendly side of a Trork, so I'm looking forward to seeing all those like scary creatures from Hytale just being made in sort of a chibi, cute format to make them seem a lot more lighthearted. I'm sure we'll see that a ton coming up. Of course, we have these guys, and then we have... What's going on in this one? Yeah, Quebecs look nice, though. This is a nice Quebec tower. I'm not quite sure what this one is. I have to check here. We couldn't pick between these great pieces, so we're featuring all of them. We admire how Dairy Pandas capture the feel of Hytale in their own style. I guess this is sort of just a scarecrow in a way. Sort of... Yeah, I guess it's mostly just a scarecrow here. I like it, though. I'm not sure what it's a reference to, so someone might have to tell me in the comments. Sea Monster and Explorer by Omnia. This is the ocean, of course. The edge of the world. And there's going to be these mermen or whatever. I forgot what they were called, dang it. I forgot the names of them. I bought a tablet and started drawing. Before that, I painted only in childhood. In this fan art, I wanted to convey the interest in adventure and the danger, the beauty of the underwater world. Yeah, basically, this guy does not know how to swim, so... Pretty good for a guy who doesn't know how to swim. I went scuba diving, or no, I went snorkeling fairly recently, and this reminds me of the coral reefs that I saw when I was doing that, which is nice. Unfortunately, fortunately, I didn't see any of these guys, mermen here, but... I did see a shark. I did see a shark, not a hammerhead, but a nice shark. Didn't attack me, which is nice. Staff showed a joint of meat models by Artisan Bot. These are realistic renditions of Hytale items, basically. And I like the textures on them. I like the texture work and the coloring. It looks pretty nice. Not quite real life style, but more realistic than Hytale's art style, that's for sure. I like Hytale's art style, and I thought it would be interesting to reimagine what it would look like in more of a photorealistic style. So for my first art, I wanted to start off as something simple, and I remember seeing the shield and I thought it would be perfect. Then he worked on the staff, and then he eventually saw the joint of meat. So... yeah, I hope this guy keeps on making this type of stuff, because they look quite cool and impressive, especially compared to whatever I could make. I can't do anything like this. I can't even draw an MS Paint, okay? Firan Shaman, my mint fritter. Firan Shaman, of course. That's one of the big guys of the Firan tribe. I'm sure he's a good guy. He might not look it. I think he might be friendly. Or not. I don't know, he might attack you. We'll see when the game comes out. And finally, we have Heroes of Hytale by Llama Freak. Llama Freak created art for the previous fan art showcase, the first one. And this one is a little bit more sort of cartoony. Last one was more of a poster, more epic. But this one looks to be more of a party of 3 working together to take out some Trorks. which I wonder if you'll be able to form parties with NPCs in this game, like get a Quebec on your side, or maybe these are actually 3 player characters, just of different races. Because they did say you could choose different races to play as. I think it'd be really cool if you could play as literally any race in the game, such as Quebecs or even Chorks or something. Though I don't fully expect you to be able to play as Chorks, but actually I kind of do expect you to be able to play as Chorks. I think that'd be really cool. Follow up to the poster we featured last time, we really like the sense of adventure and contrast between bright open skies and darker dangers lurking beneath. Kudos to Llama Freak for giving us what might be Hytale's angriest Quebec. Yeah, right there, angry Quebec. Llama Freak also posted a video about the creation of the piece and has their own YouTube channel, which I'll probably also link in the description. Or you can just go to this fan art showcase and check it out yourself. I wanted to make a piece that dove deeper into the character I created for adventure mode. I started thinking about the character's dungeon party and how this tough warrior girl might be balanced out by a scared wizard. Maybe this party also has something special about them, like an exiled Quebec who's raring to get into trouble. It's one of the trio's first encounters of Chorks who weren't keen on a Quebec beating them up. Okay, well, you Chorks are about to get wrecked. Sorry, fam. There we have it. So that's the 2 other blog updates for today. I'm a little bit out of breath right now, but I'm excited. I'm really glad that they're finally giving us more Hytale updates for us to dig right into, to dig in and try and find the secrets within it, to speculate about stuff, and to hype ourselves up for the inevitable release of the beta, whenever that may be, whenever it's ready, I guess. But that's all for now. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am, and I hope to see you all on the next adventure.